Hello and welcome everybody. Today we're gonna be playing some Legacy Leviathan on my Discord. I actually just posted this list, and well, needless to say, I was immediately hooked. So what we have going on is a Reclaimer deck. Yes, different than Dark Depths because this kind of has a little bit more of a staying power, while of course missing on some combo potential, obviously. So our combo matchup is going to be worse than Depths because Depths has access to Discard Spell plus also discard spells and whatnot. No, fast combo kill is what I mean. I read chat and I got distracted. So what we have in this deck, however, is a much better positioning against the control decks, right? Like the Snowko decks and whatnot, because we have access to the Mog, Kostilek, and Emrakul, which we can cast through Cloud Post. House of Mana, thank you. Back from the dark side, it's Prime Time. Oh yeah, you spent a little bit too long over there, my friend. We forgive you though, and welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. So the way that we're gonna be generating ridiculous amount of mana is gonna be through Cloud Post, which is basically like Tron on steroids. This card is thankfully banned in Modern, but basically Post adds 1 mana and for each locus that you have on the battlefield. So it counts itself, and it counts other Cloud Posts. It also counts Glimmer Posts, which will gain you life for each post that you have in play. So basically, you play Cloud Post on turn 1, you played Cloud Post or Second Vesuva on turn 2. Now your first post taps for 2 mana. If you play a Glimmer Post on turn 3, now you have 7 mana. Easy, right? Pretty straightforward. If you combine that with Candelabra of Tawnos, then you have just ridiculous amounts of mana very, very quickly. Of course, we have Expedition Map, Crop Rotation, Once Upon a Time, Reclaimer. All of these are ways for us to get our posts in play. And then we have Python Needle, 4 copies in the main deck. The vast majority of time, Needle is going to be naming Wasteland, because this deck kind of struggles against Wasteland. And then we have a one of Dark Depths, which combos very well with Thespian Stage. We already kind of want to be playing Thespian Stage because we want to copy our own Cloud Posts, but we kind of have a backdoor way to combo our opponents out of the game with Dark Depths, which is pretty cool. So that's what the main deck is about. Of course, we have Primetime and the big boys, which we can go tutor with Ida Bugin. Post-cyber, we have Knuckle against creature decks, Veil against controlled discard spells decks, Carpet of Flowers against blue decks, Oof against artifacts, and I guess against combo as well. Macabre against graveyard decks, Mindbreak Trap also against combo, Force of Vigor mostly against Bloodmoon decks, and one of Walking Ballista that I have no idea why it's chilling over there. Let's go. Holy push-ups, yeah, we have a lot of push-ups. It's your fault, Chad. You never remind me to do the push-ups, and I get carried away by, you know, just like streaming and shit. Sure, let's keep this. Even if they duress me, I'm not going to Once Upon here, obviously, because we can hold up Crop Rot. How dare I entertain you? I know, it's my fault. So if they want to take the Once Upon, that's fine, whatever. I still imagine that my opponent's going to take the Crop Rot. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's just pass the turn then. We can Zenith for Reclaimer on 2, which is cool. Oh, it's this deck. Alright, so we're gonna be crop rotting for Caracas, most likely. So let's see it for Reclaimer here. Magus waiting room. Yeah, that's a really nice emote, Magus. Congratulations on the mom sit. Best regards from Will Hall. Is Will streaming right now? Sweet. Alright. I'm not going to block. Thank you very much. Got forests. Maybe they will have the what's the name of the 7 mana thing? I forgot the name of the 7 mana thing. I think I'm supposed to crop rot right now anyway. Caracas, where are you? There we go. If they have the not from this world, whatever, however you say that, that's fine. They didn't have it, so that's cool. Now what? We're gonna have Reclaimer, sack forest, get a post. Robert. That's okay. Yeah, I guess that's the play. I wish we had like ways to play more lands or something. Is Duress not worse than Thoughtseize for them? Maybe. So I imagine they're just gonna like go squatter me or something. Yeah. Kind of makes things easier for me. So now we're gonna sack a forest to get a cloud post. Oh, we can still mace, which is cool. We're gonna see it for Raminap. Top 2. Oh no, but if we do that, yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna see it for Raminap. This plays around discard spells, and I expect my opponent to have more discard spells than removal spells. They also could have Bojuka Bog. So we're just gonna see it for Raminap, play or Caracas again. We can't attack with Reclaimer, but that's fine. Biting Needle. Alright. We still have Maze. Still got Maze. Oh, also we can just Rexage this, right? I almost forgot about that. Well, this is 1, 2. So if I tap this and this, we sack the forest. 2. We can cast Primetime this turn. Go get Cloud Post. So now this taps for 3. Oh no, where am I short? Did I miscount? Damn it. Alright, whatever. And... man, I thought I had 1 more mana. I must have miscounted at some point. We're gonna name Thespian Stage. And let's get in there. So next turn we Titan. We get infinite mana. And we're also gonna get access to Ayavugin. We might be able to Ayavugin and play one of the Eldrazi Titans on the same turn. Well, now we're definitely gonna be able to do that next turn. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to get Ayavugin plus Cloud Post. And can play this. I'm gonna sack a forest for like a Vesuva or whatever, like another post. I think we got this one. We're playing the showcase this weekend. I think I'm going to Romario. I have to figure out because it's my brother's birthday. On the weekend, so I'm gonna be at my parents' place. But I think I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna be able to play on Sunday, which means I'm not going to be playing on the modern one, which is really unfortunate. It's your birthday too, Psychoth? Nice. They didn't draw? Why would they not draw? GG's. Veils. How do we feel about Veils? I think I feel okay about Veils. Bog seems bad. We can have this kind of scalar conflicts, I know. It's brutal. I'm gonna keep my needles. That's it, right? Like, I don't want any of these other cards. Maybe Force? What do they have? They have like Seal and Library and shit. That doesn't seem worth it. Honestly, even the Veil seems kind of questionable. Why is Ballista good? Like, I know that he trades with what's his name, but like, is Ballista better than... It's probably better than Kozilek, actually. So I could see doing that swap, because this kills like the vampire and it also kills Bob and stuff. So I could see it being better than this. It's definitely not better than these other two. It's definitely not better than these other two. What else? I definitely want Raminap, definitely want Sage. Honestly, it's kind of interesting that this deck does not play Ghost Quarter or Wasteland or something like that. I honestly think that Force might be just overboarding. It might be better than Veil. Though they do have Abrupt Decay for my Pithing Needles. So maybe it's not better than Decay. It's got a prime time. Sure. I mean, this hand makes a shit ton of mana, though. We can't cast a single one of our spells, however. But this hand has 7 mana by turn 3. And with only a single green source, this hand just explodes. Inquisition. Maybe I should have cut the Chasm. Also funny that Glimmer post gaining life, it's a way that we can survive it. and an attack. An attack by the depths. So this card effectively just gains us a turn, wins us a turn, which is funny. There's the depths. Another Zenith. Glacial Chasm. Yeah, it's not looking great here, but... Eight. So we're gonna have 10 mana by turn 4. I could play Forest here. I think I'm just gonna get Caracas. Because my opponent can actually combo me here, and if I go get a Forest and my opponent just like kills, Abrupt Decays my Reclaimer or something, we're actually behind. Brutal. Maybe I should have gone for it, I guess. Maybe that was just a mistake on my part. Thoughtseize, you got it. My hand doesn't do anything. Joke's on you, opponent. I mean, we can scene it for Titan. If we find the green sword, we can just scene it for Titan, which is hilarious. Seems like my opponent does not have an answer to the Caracas. If we draw our own depths, we can also get the depths going in like 2 turns or something. Nice, I'll take it. It's better than sacrificing land to the chasm, which I'm not gonna do. This is the junkiest game ever. Care from Not of This World. Yeah, for sure. Gonna name Vampire Hexmage. This game is hilarious. We're like 1 green source away from just winning the game, but it's really funny how everything is turning out. Maybe I should have gotten a basic forest of that. Oh, they had the spirit guy, so I might have died if I had gone for that line. I might have actually died if I had gone for the... Because they are playing Elvish Spirit Guide. So going for the Caracas, even though it looks like it lost me the game, it might have been the reason why I'm still in this game instead of just dying on the spot. Have you ever thought about doing half a Cyber Guide where you go through your main deck and say what's bad against the matchup or what you can take out against the matchup? Probably a weird question, I worded that. Yeah, so vámonos, Elfo, ¿cómo andas, Axelín? So I do kind of that when I for my patrons. So if you are a patron, you can get access to the Amulet Deep dives, which are these video series where I like explain exactly that, but going in depth about every single matchup. So now we have infinite mana, sweet. Copy my maze. You got it. So now their land does not tap for mana. That's funny. And what are we gonna do? Are we gonna Emrakul? Yeah, we're gonna Emrakul because it's free. So basically we're going to attack. We're gonna get 2 more cloud posts. Now this is going to represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana each. So this just taps to activate Ayabugain and the other 2 just tap to get the Emrakul. Easy peasy. That doesn't stop me because I can see it for Sage. Gracias por el cheer, papá. Maze my Titan resolves. Alright, so Cloud Post, Vesuva, copy Cloud Post. Tap 1 mana, activate Ayabugain. Tap 3 lands, cast my Emrakul. Oh, that's right. Tap only 2 lands. I don't need to tap 3. Just 2 is enough. I'd like to have another turn. Thank you very much. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I'd like to take my extra turn, thank you. I don't have enough mana, I want more mana. I need more mana. This is not enough. I need to have more mana. Might as well, right? Might as well. Wow, I just bullied my opponent. Completely just bullied them. Green 6s, 6/6s, sum me up no matter the format. Exactly. Vintage Titan. Lotus Mox City is a turn 1 Titan. That's true. Does that even matter since the Caracas? The Caracas was named by the Pioneer that was on board. Was that against terms of service? Yeah, my Twitch account is gonna be banned after that. Hashtag banned. Man. The nuts! Turn 1 Reclaimer? Turn 1 Reclaimer? Holy shit. Like, what is my opponent supposed to do now? When your opponent just nimnexes a fade off slaughter games. Nice one, OP. Note to self, always check the banned and restricted list before making a play, right? Am I right? I love how they mail my cards and they grow my reclaimer. That's kind of hilarious. So like if they manage to make this into a 3/2, then they actually succeed at making my dude a 3/4, most likely. They could have days here though, which is kind of annoying. Well, they didn't have days on turn 1, right? So I guess they shouldn't have days, actually. On second thought, they should not have days. So they're just like blue, black, and nonsensical things. We're kind of going to be fetching Cavern. Chose to not shuffle though. Successfully drowned in the lock. Wait, what? How am I getting got here? I'm gonna call your bluff because I want to know what you got. They just got nothing. All right. Sounds good. Now what? Probably play post. We can play post here. We use 2 mana. We sack this. We go get Cavern, name Giant. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. It's not enough. Sad face. Gonna have to wait one more turn. Definitely gonna go get Cavern here. Stifle? Brutal. Alright. Got me. They have Angler. Azim with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. For the 8th month in a row. Sure. Let's just scene it for a Reclaimer. They have not shown me Thoughtseize yet. Stifle is interesting, however. Like that was a very, very good Stifle there. They're down to 0 cards. Down to 0 cards. So if we find a green source, we win. I'm going to crack this right now, I think, for Cavern. To play around Stifle off the top. But we're going to be able to resolve this prime time next turn. And I don't know what my opponent's supposed to do after that happens. Opponent does not want to find out either. All right. Veil. Probably. Carpet also probably. Sage out. Macabre out. Knuckle probably doesn't matter too much. We definitely want needles for Wasteland. Maybe we can shave one needle. Can probably also shave a candelabra. Should we do the same thing where we side out a Kozilek to play a Ballista instead? Would you get Dark Depths of Titan in that situation? I mean, I could Dark Depths, or I could just hardcast an Emrakul. I think I'm going to hardcast an Emrakul in that situation. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, my opponent could not beat the 6/6. So I wouldn't need to do anything. My opponent just could not beat the 6/6. I'm just gonna cut the candelabras. They seem pretty awkward. Thank you for that that follow there, Anti-Compoticos. Sure. This is like a similar hand than the one that we had earlier, but like we just have so much mana in this hand that it's really tough to pass up. Shave a crop rot too. Yeah, actually you're right. Yeah, crop rot sounds terrible. Ha! Joke's on you, opponent. My hand doesn't do anything. Taking the carpet, unsurprisingly. More posts. All the posts. Wasteland. Can play this game all day. We have so many posts. You know, as long as they don't manage to put a threat in play, we have infinite time. And that's not a wasteland. Sinkhole. Alright. You got me. You got me. Do you have another one? Yeah, we're gonna get to gain life, so I think I can take a couple of hits from this guy. Not care too much. Spend this time to develop my mana. Reclaimer. So this is 4 or 5. Yeah, so let's play Reclaimer here. Almost online, by the way. Next turn, we're going to be able to Zenith. We gain some life with Zenith. It gets countered, whatever. Gonna grow my Reclaimer. Unlucky. Unlucky. More Cancer, Tron, or Cloud Post? I don't even understand if, like, is that a question? What kind of question is that? Those are words. I know that those are words. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, however. Gotta force. Pitching stifle. Oh yeah. Classic destroy your land, play a 5-5 concede. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Is Post just broken right now in the meta? Has nobody figured it out and Post is actually broken in the metagame? Is that what's going on? Is that the world that we live in? I mean, we definitely know for a fact that Titan Vial is broken in Modern, so that part is clear. Now, is like Primeval Titan the best card in all formats right now? One without ever resolving anything better than a 1-drop. That's true. That's true. My opponent cast a 7-drop, a 1-drop. I guess multiple 1-drops. They wasteland me, they sinkhold me, and they cantripped. And it's just didn't matter. They did a lot of stuff and then died. We were the ones doing nothing, yet we were victorious. So after 2 games where I kept hands with multiple green spells and no green mana, I think I'm ready to call it. And keeping like double or triple Cloud Post hands without any color sources is just correct. Well, this one is probably not correct. This is better though. So we're gonna keep this one. I think I'm gonna bottom the Sage. I think so. Oh, that's a good one. I think I'm gonna actually get the Cloud Post here, but I'm not gonna play it. I think I'm just gonna lead on Needle. If Banner is out on green, can you guys unseen it for any creature? Yes. You can also pitch any card to Force of Will, including lands. To Force of Vigor, sorry. Oh. Tundra. I'm doing the blind name here. Maybe naming Jace was better. Or Shark Typhoon. Naming Shark Typhoon is kind of hot, actually. It's like, do you think you're playing against Snowko, or do you think you're playing against like Blue-Eyed Shark still? Ha! Ha! Called it. Too good. Too good, chat. Too good. This Reclaimer, there's no way that I'm getting to untap with, but it's okay. Or maybe there is. Play Glimmer Post. So, tap. Tap, tap, sack this. Get another Cloud Post. That is gonna be 1, 2 to activate. So we're not gonna have any mana floating, and I'm gonna have to pay 1 mana, 2 mana to untap 2 lands. I'm only gonna get to untap 1 land. So I'm not gonna have a double green this turn. Huh, can I just cast Co-Select to it right now though? 2 mana, we sack a forest, this taps for 3. We untap 1, we use 2, we have 1 mana floating, then this tap for 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 mana, but we cannot actually use double green. You can cast Titan if you just untap the post with Candelabra, but you don't get to use Reclaimer. Yeah, I'm trying to see if like I'm trying to go over all my options. Cause like the likelihood of them having force is not 0, right? And this can get countered. I don't think they have days, but they could have force. And if they had force, we kind of die without even getting value from Reclaimer. Like if they force, then they get they untap and they plow their Reclaimer. We're in super rough shape, right? So let me go over this again. So 1, 2, we activate, we sack this. We have green, 1 floating. We untap the green. Oh, we can actually untap the land. So 1, 2. 1, 2. I think we can actually. So we can 1, 2. We sack this. We activate Reclaimer. We get a Cloud Post. We get Post. We tap for 3. We untap 1, 2, and the Post. Yeah, we actually can do it. Yeah, we actually can do it. So we're gonna sack this. Gonna get a Post. Float a mana. And do this. Candelabra, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Use the 3 colorless. Green. Alright, we got there, chat. We got there. It wasn't easy, but we managed to get there. And they did have the force. And they did have the force. So now we got the reclamation activation in there. Next turn we can co-select. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Just getting used to this whole like candelabra post math. It's a little bit challenging to like wrap your hand around at first. So Mentor is gonna go off here. Yeah, I don't think that waiting and getting Cavern is the line. I think that this Mentor is going to kill me a lot faster than you think that it will. You're definitely underestimating how quickly a Mentor can kill you. Like, we don't have Field of the Dead, right? Like, that would be a way for me to, like, get away with this. But we just don't have access to that card. So, 6... Scrub Dog Millionaire, thank you so much for that tier Twitch Prime subscription. Loving your stream, man. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Scrub Dog Millionaire. I appreciate it. All right, so now what we can do is we can make this Kozilek uncounterable. Is that even worth it? Is the question. I think it's not. I'd rather save the Crop Rod for getting. We might need to get like a Bojuka Ball or something. Or even Iowogan. There's a 12-12 now. Which is cool. Reclaimer. Expedition map. And I think I'm actually going to play Maze here. It's gonna save me damage from the Mentor. Like, we're gonna have Abyssalium mana next turn regardless, right? Like, if we get to untap, we're just gonna have infinite mana, so... I think I'm too worried about that. Snapcaster. I get to gain 12 here. Which ain't bad. Is that? See how we draw. Crop rotation. So we can play Cloudpost, then we can sack to go get Iowogan. Man, this math is awesome. I'm enjoying this. So there's multiple ways that we can go about this. So we can play... I think we're gonna net more mana if we Vesuva copy Cloudpost. So we Vesuva copy Cloudpost. Sack this. Get Iowogan. Make 8 mana. Candelabra, 1, 2, 2. It's 4. Going to make 7 mana, activate this, and now we're gonna have 8 mana, so we're gonna get to Mog. And next turn we get to Emmy. Exile that one and exile that one. This is fun. This is fun, chat. I'm having fun. I am having fun. Well, I guess I don't want F6. Candelabra is gross. It kind of is. I kind of played it as a sort of bait spell in the beginning of the game. And it has netted me so much mana, it's ridiculous. Ayavugin does not sack to search. You would think that Ayavugin would be a reasonable card, but it turns out it's not. One would think that Ayavugin would be reasonable, but it's not. It definitely is not. Alright, so we want to cut the crop rods probably. This seems fine to me. I don't think we want Mind Break Trap or Force of Vigor or anything like that. But doesn't even want to know the next big disgusting bowl of spaghetti that's coming their way. Yep. It's a good spaghetti, to be fair. Oh, no. We should actually bring in Force of Vigor because of Back to Basics. Whoops. My bad, we're totally dying to Back to Basics this game. I have these useless biting needles. 100% confirmed dying to Back to Basics. Turn 1 carpet, GG's. Oof, nice. I think we're gonna get a post here. GG's. Do they have the force? If they have the force, they have to use it here. This card's too insane otherwise. Yep. It's kind of ridiculous, right? Like the fact that my opponent needs to 2-for-1 themselves in order to stop me from getting a 1-mana enchantment. It's pretty stupid. I think the way that I lose this game is my opponent resolves Snowko and goes ham, so I'm just gonna plan for that. Snowko, Thief of Crowns. Play Cloud Post, Seiko. So we're gonna get completely destroyed by a Back to Basics or something like that. I guess that one also plays. So if I find a basic forest, I'm gonna get a cavern and I'm gonna name Elf. So best draw here, best top deck would be a basic forest. That sucks. Yeah, my opponent's just they're just winning too much time here. I mean, if they don't put a threat in play though, like if my opponent doesn't play a mentor before I find a basic forest, I think we might be able to race them actually. Unless they have 2 back to basics and they find a second copy. I'm not gonna risk this Sage though. And I'm not gonna... Ice Fang is fine, that's not enough of a clock. Again, the card that matters the most is probably Mentor. Because I don't think they play anything like Stifle. Oh, pondering on my instant, that's cute. That's right. So I would like to find another land that taps for mana before I actually crack this Expedition map for Cavern. I guess if they bounce it, I am going to crack it in response though. Do I have Dried Arbor? No, there's no Dried Arbor in the deck. I think I'm just gonna discard a Zenith here. Isa Matanos, thank you for the follow. We're 1 basic forest away from running away with this game. Feels bad, man. That's gonna kill me quickly. I think that was exactly 1 turn too late. If we had find this basic forest any time before that turn, we would have been fine. But now it is exactly too late. Because my opponent is going to be able to, they swing for 6, 7, 8 this turn. And then we get killed next turn. So unless they punt massively, we should be dead. We have 1 maze activation. I guess there's that. I had forgotten about that. That still sounds like lethal to me, because now they can just bounce the Rex Sage. They don't even need to find a removal spell for it. I guess that even before they could have exchanged the Sage for a Lave, so it would have been in the same spot. Get Cavern, cast Titan Sage. Yeah, that's been the plan for all the time that we've been stuck here. But we found we found these a little bit too late. All along, the plan has been to find cover and to cast Grixis to get back to basic. Yeah, you're good, Seikoth. You are good. I think I'm gonna save the... Maybe they forget about this mace. I don't know, I doubt it, but like I have to play to my outs now. It's a chump blocker, potentially. They have exactly lethal. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Why did the force get exiled? Because they forced my Elvish Reclaimer. All right. So just as I thought about the card that won my opponent that game, we got. So I guess we do want Needle to name walkers and stuff. Chasm sounds bad, so let's cut that. Mace also seems terrible. Don't know how low on lands I want to go. That's probably okay. 3 forces. Sure. Turn 1 plow or bust. Don't have it. Don't have it. Island. Get an island. Island. Fetch for a basic island. No! Damn it. Also with the bad art, Swords to Plowshares. Yikes. Alright. So then this means that they're short on lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the best stop deck is gonna be Cavern. Best stop deck is Cavern. It's better to copy stage, no? No, because if I'm playing around my opponent having back to basics. If I copy stage, I actually copy the stage. I don't copy the stage copying the forest. So if my opponent has a basic, if they have back to basics, we actually get caught. Cavern one time? No Cavern. Never lucky. So if they have cantrips, they're going to be able to set up lethal here. Honestly, it's pretty rough how this hand turned out. Like, we had a great hand against like back to basics and stuff, but then like my opponent, instead of I guess they did have the back to basics, but they correctly went for the turn 3 mentor, which we were not well equipped to deal with. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they need 2 more spells. And I guess I cut the chasm, so we actually cannot survive anything anyway. So they can kill me over 2 turns anyway. Or they can just have a Snowko and that would be enough, I think. Brutal. All right. Dead. Funny how we ended up losing to the match that I was expecting that we would win. Like, we beat the Delver deck and we lost to the control deck. Weird. Would have expected things to go the opposite way. It's okay, 2-1. That was mentor aggro, not control. Fair enough. Fair enough. That monastery mentor. Messed up card. Messed up card. Tabby main deck? No, it's in the sideboard. So you can see it right there. Good stuff. Good stuff. See if we can win the remaining rounds. Just get a nice little solid 4-1. Take it from there. Honestly, I was expecting this league to go a lot faster than it's going right now. And we played 3 matches in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I was expecting these matches to go rather short. Whether we win very quickly or we die very quickly. This hand looks very good if you asked me. So no idea what we're playing against. This could mean anything. Could be sneak. It could be should have draw stepped in case of days. That's just not correct, Goblet Guy. I can play around days. I can play around days very easily, and by doing that on draw step, I am denying myself the information of knowing what I'm gonna be drawing for the turn. So what you're saying is strictly incorrect. I guess I'm gonna get stage. I kind of feel like forest is gonna be better. Is that crazy? Like, I feel like this is just gonna be too mana intensive, so I'd rather have a forest that's gonna be fodder for the Reclaimer or for the Crop Rot. I think it's crazy, but I mean, at least it makes sense in my head. I guess that's a way to put it. It also plays around my opponent having Wasteland, because they might have Wasteland. I have a second one, so I want my opponent to daze here. Or even better. So we're playing as some form of Delver. The True Name Nemesis makes me think that we're playing against blue-red, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna be broken the Arcanist. Still good for them. So at this point, I'm suspecting blue-red or Grixis. They chose to not shuffle, so I imagine that whatever they got is probably going to be okay. All right. I think I should risk it here, right? Like, they would need to have exactly force plus blue card for me to get punished. And they have exactly force plus blue card? Fuck. We still have good draws. We're sitting at 20. Okay, so they boldface, which is good because it means that I'm now free to go Zenith for another Reclaimer. Hopefully they didn't draw a cantrip there, they drew a Delver. What's better? Is it better for me to... Yeah, I guess I want to get a reclaimer in play here. Please don't flip. Please and thank you. Sweet. So that means that they're not getting value from Arcanist. They're not flipping Delver. We still have access to Chasm. So if we are in desperation mode, that force on the crop rod was huge. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. True name? Petty theft. Oh, that's fucked up. So Delver doesn't flip when you reveal petty theft? I did not know that. Alright, so we want carpets, we want ballista. It's a creature in all zones except on the stack. Good to know. I did not know about that interaction. Do we want Knuckle? Over Caracas. Maybe I should cut one of the Titans. It is possible. It is possible that my opponent is playing Blood Moons. That's why I'm living in the Reclamation Sage. Not certain. I could also just side out the Emrakul. Like, we're really gonna need this card to win the game. Some more lands. I guess not having Emrakul makes the Eye of Ugin plan a lot worse, however. Changed my mind like 5 times. Board South Depths, Candle and Map versus Delver. Interesting, that's not where my mind would go. Not at all where my mind would go in this matchup. Like, it would seem like crop rotation seems a lot worse than Expedition Map. Expedition Map is slower, but like if you crop rotation and they force you, you are like down a land, which is like it sounds like it would be worse. That's a terrible draw. Force of will. I'm choosing to not play around Stifle, in case you didn't notice. What's the record? Oh, that's right. My record doesn't update itself anymore, which is really weird and it's really sad. I have really grown accustomed to the self-updating record. I wonder what happened with that software or whatever. Opponent really tanking on the brainstorm. So they're playing Grixis, they're also playing black. They did not show me a single black source last game. It's kind of nice. That's definitely a good one for them to not know about. Practicing for the Mana Trader series? No, Harry. I always play. I always play Legacy on Wednesdays. How's it going, by the way? Yeah, I've been very high on the. I've been very high on Espervile, so if I were practicing for a weekend event, I would probably be playing that. Also, if I'm playing in a weekend event, I'm probably gonna be playing in the showcase. On holiday this week, so I've been taking this. Oh, nice, nice. Did you like go somewhere, or are you just like chilling at home, kind of deal? So this is gonna be. Yeah, we get Ayabug in here. Oh no, we actually have to get post first. Oh. Is that so? Is that so, huh? I'd much rather if you did not have lands, opponent. Are they considering forcing just to get a 1/1? That's a whole nother level of desperation. All right, they saved the land. That's cool. Good for them. All right, force between force. 10 mana Stone Rain? Yeah, it comes with a 10/10 staple to it. So it's not that bad of a deal. So we can go get Ayabugin. Okay, so no more cards in hand for opponent. That's good then. So we attack for 10, they're gonna chomp with one of the elementals. If they flip Delver, they're gonna have 3, 6, 7, 8. I guess not 7, 8, because this is gonna block. So 3, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. So if they flip Delver with exactly Lightning Bolt, two Lightning Bolts are gone. So if they flip Delver with exactly Lightning Bolt, we're going to die. If they flip Delver with exactly Lightning Bolt, we're going to die. But I think it's correct for us to not play around that. And spend this turn. Spend this turn to go get oh, I guess that don't, we're still fine because we can go get Glimmer Pose. So we're still okay. Knuckle seems like line. Yeah, that would have been great if I had thought of that. We're still okay though. So we're going to copy this. We're going to go with Ayabugin. And then we're going to get Walking Ballista. Yeah, Knuckle would have been pretty solid. I think this line is still going to be fine. Opponent fetches in response. Tight play. Yeah, I think we still win here. And my opponent's letting me exile their deck, which means we're going to get how they sideboard it. Null Rod, for example, is an interesting one to know. They have Thoughtseizes, they have Dread Horde. I think that's exactly what they're trying to figure out right now. Like, can they actually win? Alright, so they think that they have outs. So they let me see the remainder of their deck. Little do they know that they actually have no outs. So we can Ballista for 4. Kill the Delver, kill PC, kill the other Delver when it has your outs. Oh yeah, Throne of Wrath, since yesterday I have a Mana Trader sponsorship, which has been very nice. Which is what's allowing me to play this deck right now. Going over my opponent's list, so they have 4 Delvers, 3 Arcanists at list, 2, 3 young PCs. Yeah, so they're just basically blue-red splashing black for Thoughtseize and Gourmet Angler. So no need for Force of Vigor or any of that nonsense. What did we say that we were going to be being sponsored for a month? Nice. They have a new role, so I guess I do want the one of Sage. Is that even necessary? I really don't feel the crop rods. Like, I really don't. I guess you can crop rod in response to like a wasteland activation or something. So having some number of crop rods is okay. Playing in the Mana Traders event? No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be busy this weekend. It's my brother's birthday. Wait, is it on Friday or is it on Saturday? Crop rot seems really bad against counters. Yeah, I agree, but I'm just going off of what the person that plays this deck the most was saying. Well, the thing with Allosaurus Shepherd is that you cannot get it. Like, it's actually impossible to get your hands on copies of the card. So we're gonna go with Forest, I think. We could go with Ballista. Ballista is interesting. Yeah, actually, let's do Ballista. It's probably gonna get dazed, but if this gets dazed or not. Should I knuckle here? I could knuckle or I could post. I think I'm gonna knuckle. I'm not really using my mana, so I might as well stop my opponent from losing theirs. Tenth till the 15th, I think, to qualify, and then it's over the weekend for the Swiss and top 8. Oh, okay. So it is a qualification style event. Good to know. I thought it was just like an event that happened over this weekend. So if that's the case, I wouldn't be able to play. I just do not shuffle, so they probably have some good stuff over there. Brainstorm plus fetch. We're basically one green source away from winning. Feel like it's not the first time I've said that. If I do find the basic forest, what am I gonna do? I can play carpet. I can once upon. Or I can Scene It. I think Thin It is gonna be the worst option. The problem is like I don't want to just like run the carpet into a counter spell because like my opponent hasn't used a single force this game, and the carpet is kind of the price with this current hand. One Cloud Post would also be very good for me. Even just drawing a single Cloud Post would be nutty. Because I could then copy it with Stage, kind of like get that ball rolling. That sucks. I need to kill this Delver, right? So they don't have knowledge about the top of the deck, so I'm just gonna YOLO. Damn it. That sucks. So now they're gonna pay for the Delver. My idea was to try to have them use their mana, basically. But now, yeah, the payoff, the trade-off is that now we are gonna die a lot faster. Maybe that was a mistake and I should have just taken my trade while I had it. They always hit. They didn't hit in the previous game. But when in the first game I mean, but when they didn't hit, it was like the perfect card to kill me that game, so I don't know if that counts. They don't hit when they don't have to hit. We're losing to the Arcanist more than we're losing to the Delver, I think. They bolt face? Jeez. So that has to mean that I'm dead, right? They have another bolt. They're setting up a kill over 2 turns. Oh, that's messed up. Don't do it. Shit. Well, considering they have more mana than I do, I would imagine that they're going to blow this up. Yeah, we're dead now. We're dead. I would expect the Delver matchup to be pretty rough for us. To be fair, like, it could have been okay, but, you know, the way that my hand ended up working out, Like, if we find the green sword and for whatever reason they don't have a force, we might be in this. Green source? Lol. I'm just too far behind at this point. If I had found a green sword exactly on that turn and this Scarlet Flower had somehow resolved, we would have had a chance, but... Alright, let's see if we can 3 and 2 with this. It always feels awful when you get the 1-0 start and then the 2-0 start and then you just lose back-to-back matches. It's okay though. It's okay. I think I'm gonna hit him with this turn 1 Candelabra. I could also just not play anything. Hold up Crop Rot in case I'm playing against the control deck. Well, but I feel like if I find an Elvish Reclaimer, I'm gonna play it on 1. So let's go with the main phase once upon. What am I looking for here? Reclaimer would be solid. Cloud Post would be solid. If I find both, I think I take Cloud Post over Reclaimer. There it is. I don't want to play the Cloud Post just yet because we could run into a Wasteland. So I'm before I know what kind of deck my opponent's playing. How am I liking this deck? It's been fun. It's been fun for sure. I don't know how good it actually is, but it is competitive. Like it's doing something really powerful. Opponent chooses to not shuffle. Do I have to assume that they are on Delver? I think I have to assume that they are on Delver. This pause makes me think that they are on Delver. They could be on Sneak as well. I was considering holding up Crop Rot in case they are on Sneak and Show, but I think it's not worth it. My first 4 leagues with the deck were all 3 and 2s. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh. Well, we're dead. Now we know what we're playing against. This matchup seems miserable for us. Joan Mode with a Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, Joan Mode. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I don't appreciate the tank, you know? When your opponent starts going off and then we get the tank, that always feels bad. Well, this hand sucks. I had a crop rotation and everything. Now I got nothing. I guess I'm just dead. You're planning on tasting that 7-1 drop amulet tomorrow? Yep. It's exactly what I'm planning to do. If you don't have, maybe try to sometimes eco and give you one. Yeah, that sounds pretty funny actually. So we get to untap, but it doesn't really help us at all. I mean, I have to be dead. Like, they have a 1-mana tutor in play, right? The good thing is that Oof is going to be great here. Having access to Oof is going to be excellent. Forces are also okay. Carpets are nice. Veils are nice. Like, we actually do have a reasonable amount of options for post-board games. Can you please pronounce your nick? F, it's like F because my name is Francisco. So F and then Pavlush. That's how you would pronounce it. Funny story about that. I didn't know how to pronounce my last name because it's a Polish last name and I'm originally from Argentina. So I didn't know how to pronounce my last name. I just pronounced it like an Argentinian would in Spanish. And one day I was hanging out in Canister's stream, and then I asked him, "Can you pronounce my last name?" And he's like, "Yeah," and he pronounced it. And I'm like, "Oh, cool." And that's how I learned how to pronounce my last name. Pronounce it so badly. Don't worry too much about it. Don't worry too much about it. Again, as I'm explaining right now, like even I didn't know how to pronounce it. So okay, so pay 2. Sack, activate Reclaimer, get another Cloud Post, play Glimmer Post, make 3 mana, 4 mana. Use 3 of those mana to untap this. We have 8 mana total. That's 1 too little. Crack Expedition map. Go get Cloud Post, play Cloud Post, untap. That's even worse. So I guess I'm just going to crack this for a post, hold up Reclaimer activation, and hope that they somehow go for something graveyard oriented, and we get to get them. That's literally the only out. Next turn we do get to co-select, so I mean it's not even that good though. Co-select is not even that good, and they have this card in hand. It's such a disgusting art. Such a disgusting art. I think that was my opponent attempting to Wishclaw Talisman there, and that's just not how this card works. I mean, I guess as long as this guy is here. We got some stuff going on for ourselves. I mean, I'm not sure that we're about to win this just yet. We're gonna get to draw 4, sorry. Depths. I think that if we get to attack, we're gonna be fine, so... Is there a land that I could play here? I don't think so. So that being the case... I probably want to post for 4. Because I could draw into another needle and I can name the Wishclaw Talisman. So that's 12 mana. Let's start there. Well, I guess we can draw Ulamog. That would be great. Crop Rot. Crop Rot. Sack this. Rot for Ayavugin. Untap 1, 2, 3. So we are going to have access to 12 mana. 12 mana. Well, I guess I could get another Cloud Post. So we have 12 mana. I think we might be able to Ulamog here thanks to this crop rotation. So 1, 2. Sack this. We go get Cloud Post. We get the post. No, we can't. Because I don't have enough mana to untap with Candelabra at that point. One, 2, 3. We can only untap 3 lands. Brutal. Brutal. I could Zenith for Sage. That sounds okay. That sounds okay. Okay, so let's do that. Candelabra 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I fuck this up? I fucked this up. I need to leave the green. And untap only 1, 2, 3. Whoops. I did fuck this up. You can't activate it, opponent. You just can't. That's not how this card works. Stop trying to do it. Where can I find the most up-to-date version of Amulet? Usually on my Stream Decker. Expedition map seems like worse crop rotation at this point. Wow. I have no idea what just happened. Alright, so now we get to play with real cards. Needle, no bueno. Ramming up, no bueno. I have no idea what just happened. I have literally no idea what just happened. Like, we just won, but like, I don't know how. I don't know why. This prevents damage, so this is actually, if they go for this is good against a grape shot kill, and this is good against the other kill. That's nice. And this is good against Knuckle is good against the Zombos. Right, maybe we do have business in this deck, in this matchup. Should I cut the forces? I think we should cut the forces. Yeah, Chasm is, if I can crop rot into Chasm or reclaim it into Chasm, we can beat their grape shot kills. And Veil, of course, is good against their... I think Force is overrunning. Yeah, that's exactly where I stand. That is exactly where I stand. I think that the Sage is fine because of situations like the one that we just saw, but Force is overdoing it a little bit. Man, Candelabra math is wild, though. Candelabra math is wild. Maybe this is greedy, but like we actually have the perfect answer to, like, if they have a kill, like we're a very quick kill, we're just dead anyway. But if they go for the guys, the gobos, okay. And we have post into Glimmer post into Cloud post, so we can crack Expedition map next turn, probably get a green source. We can Zenith for something, or we just probably most likely just hold up Crop Drought. Oh no, we Zenith for the guy, oof. Zenith for oof. What are they on TS? The Epic Storm. Gain a couple of life. Play map, pass the turn. So is Needle not good because you can't look at their hand? Usually it's good against LED. I recommend you read Pine Needle again, because you're gonna be disappointed. For those of you that don't know, Pine Needle does literally nothing against Lion's Eye Diamond. Pine Needle is templated differently than Fire Action Revoker, for example. So Fire Action Revoker locks out Pine Needle, but Pine Needle or the other Sorcerer Spyglass, those cards do literally nothing against Lion's Eye Diamond because this is a mana ability. So Needle are usually the first cards to go in this kind of matchup, regardless of the matchup of the deck that you're playing. It doesn't matter if you're playing sure. It doesn't matter if you're playing TES or Dark Depths or this deck. Against Storm, the first card to go is always by Needle. So they should be able to, if they don't mess it up, they should be able to draw their entire deck here. I only made a mistake once. Yeah, that's usually the kind of mistakes that you only make a single time. I'm pretty sure they don't have enough Storm. Echo fails. They're playing Echo in their main deck? Okay. Okay, give me that Mindbreak Trap, baby. Note that Veil of Summer prevents spells from being countered, but that's not what Mindbreak Trap does. Mindbreak Trap actually exiles the spells. So it is pretty hilarious, but Mindbreak Trap does nothing. Veil does nothing against Mindbreak Trap, I mean. Gonna play and ask the judge if you can name LED, then when the judge says yes, you name their fetch. Yeah, I guess that's something that you can do. Well, I'm gonna be getting oof here. So that means that I'm not gonna be able to get anything, so what would I rather get? Probably a post? Yeah, probably another post. Line here is gonna be tap all my mana. This is 1, right? Yeah, so we're gonna do 1. We're gonna go get Mindbreak Trap. And then now I'm gonna Zenith for 2. We're gonna get Collector Roof. We're gonna pass the turn. Chain of Vapor. Oh, it's a good Chain of Vapor. So let's get this and discard this. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have held on to the forest. Should have probably discarded the other Glimmer Post. Oh, sorry. I feel like I made a command. That's not, those are not the lists. Don't look at those lists. I feel like I had made a command that I forgot about for a link that send you to all of my deck lists. All right, so my Mindbreak Trap is now online. So 3, 6. So we should have Ultimate mana on the following turn. Chrome Mox, pitch nothing. This is actually a play that I see TES players do a lot. Veil resolves. My opponent's about to learn how how Mindbreak Trap works with Veil of Summer. They're about to learn right about now. Yep. Got him. It's a really weird interaction, to be fair. I'm not surprised that my opponent seemed to be new at learning that deck, and that's not an interaction that's particularly obvious. So yeah, but those are the kind of mistakes that you make only a single time and then never again. All right, so we got the 3 and 2. We beat Delver once, but it was like a bad version of Delver, so I don't think it really counts as Delver. When we played against a real deck, what I thought was going to happen is what ended up happening, which is like they just tempoed us out of the game, which makes a lot of sense. To be fair, our hand didn't function either, but I don't think that would have mattered too much. Against the banned deck, I was surprised that we died, but again, our hand didn't really function, and then we died to back to basics because I am stupid and I didn't bring in the forces on game number 2 because I totally forgot that the card existed. And then my opponent had the turn 3 mentor, which was the way that they could beat us on that game, game 3. So not a little bit surprised. Like I wouldn't expect the banned deck to be able to kill us so quickly, but Monster Mentor is a busted magic card, so there you have it. The deck was fun though. It was cool. Like definitely Cloud Post Math is fun. Like trying to, and Reclaimer really turbocharges this deck, right? Like there's so many decks now that are getting turbocharged by Elvish Reclaimer. It's kind of a really cool thing, honestly. This card is just so sweet. Such a sweet card. Great design, perfect power level, not too busted, but definitely powerful. Yeah, so we're gonna play another league. Yeah, we have time for one more league. We're gonna play one more league, and then that's gonna be it for the stream today. But if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.